Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are doing well. As you can see by the title, I'm calling someone out today, and I don't think this video needs to be taken that seriously. I mean, YouTube is full of copycats, so I think I just need to call this guy out because his builds are also really misleading sometimes, and there have also been rumors that this guy was a cheater at some point, so I'll get into that in just a second. I first want you to pay attention to what my thumbnails look like. You might notice that I always have this gradient in the background, maybe these little lines here, and recently I started doing this thing where I included these, I guess you can call them like lasers. I just messed around in Photoshop and I saw this and I thought it looked cool, so just pay attention to what they look like. Ignore these, I'm getting back to them in just a second. And even if we scroll a bit down, the area where I didn't have those laser beams in the background, you'll see these look pretty normal. They look pretty standard. My thumbnails have been pretty consistent across the board for the longest time now. My first ever XDEFIANT build looked like this, and the thumbnail was pretty generic, and I think I've upgraded a lot since then. I'm obviously not a pro at Photoshop and all that, but I think my thumbnails have been improving significantly from that point on. Now I want you to go to Marv, and Marv is also a really good creator. He does a lot of his own builds. As you can see, he is also really unique with his thumbnails. His first thumbnails on XDEFIANT look something along the lines of this. It had the gun here on the right side, a little like title at the top, normally just what the gun is, and then this build here on the left. And then he also started to upgrade to these, which I think looks the best in my opinion. Marv, if you're watching, bro, you need to keep these thumbnails up because they were insane. As you can see, they just look really pretty. Now, I just want to say there's a big difference on YouTube between drawing inspiration and just straight up copying people, because you can't be original. I want you to pay attention to my latest video. This is a perfect example of me drawing inspiration from someone else that is not doing XDEFIANT videos, and I can give a good reason for this. This thumbnail looks like my normal thumbnail. When I made this thumbnail, I had no idea how to like make a proper thumbnail that showed off the settings, and that is why I went on YouTube. And if you search up card settings, you'll find a thumbnail that looks something like this. So I basically just drew inspiration from this guy this one time, and I made this thumbnail, and I think they look pretty different. Obviously this one is XDEFIANT and Call of Duty. I wouldn't just copy someone on XDEFIANT as is, so I think I did a pretty good job at this thumbnail. I'm really proud of this, but that is why I'm trying to make a point here. There's a big difference between drawing inspiration and outright copying. These are videos that I've never really known how to make thumbnails about, if that makes sense. For the most part, I feel like my thumbnails are unique. Now I want you to look at this guy. This is Vilthy. I don't know how I pronounce his name, but this guy's real name is Claus. I'm going to be calling him Claus because that was his real name before he did his little name change, and that is also a pretty controversial thing. Well, not controversial, like people have been telling me this guy cheated and he bought a new account because his old name was Claus. It's a really weird change that he did to whatever this is now, Vilthy. But yeah, as you can see, this guy is just copying my thumbnails as is. I guess you could say he's trying to be original by changing up the color gradient, maybe the font, but I mean, pretty much my thumbnails. This guy does not know how to make his own original thumbnails. And then we get down to where he copied Marv for a bit. Look at this, dude. I mean, dude, at this point, yeah, I don't know. Even these ones, look at this, and then look at Marv's, all the thumbnails. Yeah. Pretty insane, right? But yeah, like I said, YouTube is full of copycats, and this is nothing new to me. Now, you might have noticed this. This is actually my MP7 build. He said he got this from a comment. I don't know what comment he got that from, but yeah, that is my MP7 build right there, and he basically just took that and re-uploaded that build as is. If you don't believe me, here's my MP7 build. This was from 5 days ago. As you can see, it's a pretty unique build. It's not every day you see a silencer on an MP7, especially in this game. And yeah, 5 days ago, and we go to him 2 days ago, and well, would you look at that? Huh. That's a little weird, don't you think? But this is just straight up weird, bro. I mean, the XDEFIANT community is already pretty small. There's absolutely no need for this guy to copy thumbnails when he can just make his own. Like, I'm pretty sure this guy has the skill to just make his own thumbnail, but now I want to talk about his builds because his builds are sometimes outright garbage. I think we need to talk about it. I actually want to go back to his older videos where he sort of like started to copy me. You can see a 3-shot MP7 that does not exist. I'm getting back to that. And I quickly want to talk about this one as well. But first, let's get into this 3-shot MP7. Because I really want a 3-shot MP7. Now also, right here, pay attention to how he does his videos.
Welcome back to a new video. In today's video,
he begins the video off with commentary, like he always did. I'm getting back to that, but he always started his video out with a bit of commentary. And then if we go to his build was really early on as well. And apparently a rapid fire barrel with the barrel extender will give you a 3-shot kill on the MP7, and is also using the fabric grip for some reason. Let's listen to what this guy has to say about these builds.
rear grip, we have the fabric. This gives you stability and ADS.
Do you even know what ADS stability is? Because that grip is the most useless thing on SMGs and ARs. Now you might be thinking to yourself, he probably improved from that build, right? No, No, he did not. I will say that this guy has been using suppressors for a pretty long time now, even before me. But if we actually just skip to what he has to say, you'll realize that he still doesn't really quite know what he's talking about.
Rear grip, we have the quick draw. This will give you the 10% sprint to shoot time and 10% ADS stability. Minus 15 stability, sorry, and minus 10.
Bro just completely butchered that.
Minus 10 speed.
Minus 10 speed. Okay, apparently the quick draw grip gives you minus 10 speed now. So yeah, I mean, this guy half the time doesn't even know what he's kind of talking about. I just wanted to share with you guys how funny it is to watch this guy just copy me. But oh yeah, this is an outright lie, by the way. And yeah, obviously his builds aren't the best because they are quite horrible. I'm not going to go into every single build, but this guy doesn't really know what he's talking about. And I'm sure this guy is a nice person. And I actually have no idea why he's doing this. Just to make it clear, I've commented several times on his videos before asking him why he does this. Even nicely told him that he doesn't have to copy. Let me try to find that video. So, oh wow. He actually deleted my comments completely. Basically told him there's no need for him to copy. He has the skills to make his own proper thumbnails and his own build. Remember when I mentioned about the commentary? Yeah, he completely dodged this commentary and now he's doing this thing what I do where he puts the timestamp at the start of the video so people can skip forward to the actual build. Now he's just copying my video layout as well. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this. I found it pretty funny. Like I said, you know, YouTube is always full of copycats. It is what it is. Listen, if you're going to be a copycat, please just know at least what you're talking about.